According to spoilers for Monday, December 30's episode of The Young and the Restless, Nick Newman will have to defend Sharon Newman once more. Nick will be more determined than ever to prove Sharon's innocence now that new information is emerging from her hypnosis sessions. When Victor and Nikki Newman receive updates on Sharon's tail alterations, they will become somewhat concerned. It appears that Victor and Nikki will be dubious about Sharon's recent allegations. Sharon's unexpected recall that Heather Stevens was erased from the map by someone else in the apartment may seem incredibly convenient. Nick may be worried that he is setting himself up for letdown since Victor and Nikki may question him about his support of Sharon. Nick, however, is determined to prove to everyone that someone else is guilty and will not budge from his belief in Sharon. According to YNR teasers, Jordan and Ian Ward are the true criminals behind all of this, and they are set to do much more crimes. Ian plans to do something risky, and he will need Jordan's assistance to complete it. This might be related to Tessa Porter's drugging and the start of some medical drama. Tessa is seen gasping for air and seems on the verge of unconsciousness while Ian supports her in the preview video for the week of December 30th to January 3rd. Will Jordan assist Ian in stealing Tessa? What dangerous part will Jordan play as this Ian conspiracy takes yet another awful turn? He will be competing against time and encountering obstacles while working with Danny Romalotti. On New Year's Eve, Danny and Christine Blair will both have to deal with some hilarious turnarounds that will drive them apart. Danny, though, is adamant about getting back together with Christine for a kiss at midnight. Fortunately, during all of the New Year's Eve celebrations, Christine will obtain the lip lock she has been longing for. As 2024 draws to a close, spoilers for The Young and the Restless indicate that several surprises are in the works. We'll provide you with more predictions about all the exciting news that lies ahead. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Victor Newman just made the decision to forgive Cole Howard and deliver some wonderful news. Victor is prepared to put Cole and Michael Baldwin's derailment of his Jordan Dungeon project behind him even though he wasn't happy about it. Cole has been an amazing father to Claire Newman since she returned to the scene, and Victor is impressed. Victor no longer intends to obstruct Cole's future with Victoria Newman because he can see that he is a nice man at heart. Victor will not step in as long as Cole continues to treat Victoria fairly. Victor undoubtedly sees the possibility of Claire's parents' love story ending happily because he is such a strong proponent of families getting together. It goes without saying that we ought to start speculating and thinking about what this might indicate for Victoria and Cole's upcoming story. Will Cole choose to pop the question now that Victor isn't stopping them? Cole has been patient with Victoria, but now that he is sure of Victor's support, we might guess that he wants to push things further. It might result in Cole, maybe with Claire's assistance, organizing an unexpected marriage proposal. Victoria may finally be willing to be engaged, but that doesn't guarantee that she and Cole will have a happy ending. It looks like Victoria and Cole's romance is about to take a catastrophic turn. Cole exaggerated how Victor would sacrifice himself for his family in the episode that aired on December 27th before implying that he was equally dedicated to Claire and Victoria. That might indicate that Victor and Cole are on their way to disaster. Regardless matter what Jordan and Ian Ward have planned, Victor is one of the most significant characters on the show and has a far higher chance of surviving. Cole might end up dead, even if Victor might almost make the ultimate sacrifice. Cole might end up as a character who meets a terrible end for dramatic effect, much like Heather Stevens. In other words, even if Victoria and Cole are engaged, this could just be the beginning. If Cole doesn't make it, YNR may give the impression that Victoria will have a happy life, only to tear it all away from her. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Victoria's happiness might not last long, so keep checking back for any updates on any wedding plans that might go horribly wrong. Genoa City will celebrate New Year's Eve, according to The Young and the Restless spoilers teaser video for the week of December 30th to January 3rd. Given that he will make a toast there, it appears like Victor Newman will ring in the new year with Nikki and Claire Newman at the ranch. Victor will toast Newmans both local and far, then prophesy that this year will be the greatest of all time. Unfortunately, Jordan and Ian Ward's covert scheme will keep Victor unaware that danger is present. Danny Romalotti also covers Christine Blair's eyes in the YNR weekly preview video before declaring that he arrived home in time for a kiss on New Year's Eve. It will be a pleasant surprise when Christine and Danny are able to get together because there will be certain obstacles that could ruin their midnight kiss. there will be an opportunity for Danny and Christine to close out 2024 with a bang. Ian will keep setting his Tessa Porter trap at Society, and it's going to get really scary. In the promotional video for YNR, Tessa is seen stumbling out the door and claiming she is out of breath as she collapses into Ian's arms. Ian is likely anticipating this medical emergency because it is clear that he will be waiting for Tessa outside. Ian may have drugged Tessa and purposefully caused her health to rapidly deteriorate. Naturally, supporters will want to know what Ian does next. Will Ian be able to take Tessa for the second part of his plot if she faints? In any event, as Ian and Jordan's plan intensifies, Tessa is going to be in serious danger. Keep an eye out for all the growing turmoil as Mariah Copeland will finally receive updates on some concerning news. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Jordan and Ian still have a lot more tricks in store, so keep an eye out. According to Friday, December 27th teasers for The Young and the Restless, Denise Tolliver will meet Amy Lewis, Audra Charles, and Nate Hastings at a cafe in Los Angeles. Denise will clarify that Dangler's Properties, the same management business, owned all of the flats Damien occupied. Additionally, Monte Cristo Investments is the umbrella business for all of Damien's jobs. Given that Danglars played a significant role in the Count of Monte Cristo, Nate will see that there must be a connection. The general plot of a wrongfully imprisoned man becoming wealthy, changing who he is, and attempting to exact revenge will be discussed. Because the main character is named Liz Prisoner 34, Amy will remember that Damien adored the novel as a teenager and even requested the number 34 basketball jersey. After considering all of this, Nate will conclude that approaching Damien is the only option to obtain answers, even if he will believe it is preferable to do so alone. It will be determined that Nate will pretend to be hiring at Winters and modify the role to accommodate Damien's background. Additionally, Nate intends to assert that Damien's name was generated by a headhunter he hired. Amy will warn that this might be their only opportunity since she fears Damien will discover it's a fake story and vanish once more. Then, Nate will advise him to make it matter. Cole Howard will discuss finding common ground with Victor Newman with Claire Newman at the Tack House. He will also admit that he admires Victor's ability to protect his loved ones. Cole will argue that if it came down to it, Victor would sacrifice himself for any member of his family. Since Cole has consistently demonstrated his concern for Claire, she will accept his suggestion that he shares that degree of dedication with Victoria Newman. Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson will have a nice moment at the ranch while they make fun of Connor Newman's refusal to wear his Christmas scarf, which Adam will describe as ugly. Chelsea will believe Victor intends to push her back into amorous terrain with Adam when he asks for a time alone with her. Chelsea will dismiss that notion and maintain that Connor is the only reason she's happy with Adam once more. Victor will contend that Sally's Spectra was only a temporary distraction, despite Chelsea's belief that Adam is still in love with her. Victor will see that it would be beneficial for Adam, Chelsea, and Connor to once again be a true family. Victor will urge Chelsea and Connor to move in with Adam in the old ranch house, but she will pretend that there is simply too much bad history to pursue that option. Connor will confess that he wishes he could spend every day at the ranch when Adam pulls him inside after they have finished playing hockey outside. Victor will pretend that Connor would like to live there, but Chelsea will prevent him from bringing up the subject. Adam will question Victor alone about his chat with Chelsea and make it clear that he would be living alone on the ranch if he accepted. But in the new year, Adam will consent to move into the old ranch house. Adam will have an opportunity to confront Chelsea regarding her previous conversation with Victor at Crimson Lights when Connor goes to the counter to get some brownies. Chelsea will admit that Victor was attempting to nudge her back toward Adam romantically and that he wanted Connor to spend more time at the ranch. Adam will question why Chelsea continues to fight this since she claims to have warned Victor that it would never happen. Adam will say that Sally is a moot question after he makes it clear that she is done with him. Adam will play up their deeper emotions and suggest that they don't need to keep punishing themselves while Chelsea will pretend that what happened in Baltimore was an accident. Adam will argue that when he examines his heart, he only sees himself and Chelsea getting back together. Adam will encourage Chelsea to move in with him since he is moving into the old ranch house, allowing them to start a new life for Connor. On Friday's YNR episode, Victor will make Cole an unexpected employment offer. Cole's willingness to work for Newman Enterprises and manage a publishing branch there is what Victor will be hoping for. Given that Nikki Newman's life is going well, Lauren Fenmore Baldwin will question whether she is waiting for the other shoe to drop at society. As they get ready to start 2025, Nikki will not dwell on any negative thoughts. Claire will be momentarily concerned that Victor may have reconsidered his acceptance of Cole and his connection with Victoria when she appears. Claire will ultimately make a favorable prediction and decide that this is excellent news. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, the Newman clan will soon encounter some new difficulties. Keep checking back for updates on all the hardships that lie ahead. Daniel will question how they can be certain it's not just another hallucination, one that conveniently absolves Sharon of responsibility for Heather Stevens' ordeal. Chance Chancellor will also receive reports on Sharon's new hypnosis memories at the cottage. Sharon will tell Chance that Heather screamed from the other side of the room and that she remembers a gloved hand on her shoulder. Michael Baldwin will support Sharon and argue that a reopening of the probe is necessary. Chance will ultimately consent to start the process on it, but it will take some persuasion. Daniel will question Sharon about the modifications to her tail when he and Nick arrive. Sharon will understand Daniel's skepticism, but she will counter that his family may be in danger and that the true criminal is still at large. Michael will also bring up the possibility that Phyllis being run off the road, Sharon's poison medicines, and the third person at the flat are all related. Daniel will understand that he has no control over Sharon's changing story, but he still won't be convinced. Daniel will at least believe that he should be informed of any new developments. Chance will meet Summer Newman in the coffee shop, and she will also discuss the changes in Sharon's case. Chance, however, will view that as a risky subject and realize that their relationship cannot remain in a state of uncertainty. Chance will express regret for his actions, but he fears that if Sharon leaves, Summer and her family will blame him. Summer will admit that she shouldn't have let her anger and worry out on Chance, and she will apologize for it. Summer will acknowledge that she would really like to have dinner with Chance once he expresses his desire to do so. Although it sounds like Summer and Chance are getting ready for a new chapter in their romance, our predictions indicate that there may be more challenges ahead. Sharon will worry about all Daniel and his family are going through on Thursday's YNR episode, but Nick and Michael will be there to support her more. Although Nick is happy that the probe is being reopened, he still intends to conduct his own investigation. Nick will say, "The more eyes we have on this, the sooner we're going to find who's behind it and pulling all the strings." According to previews for The Young and the Restless, Nick's extensive research may put him in some risky circumstances, so keep an eye out.